legends of super legends, megastars of megastars. We are back with chapter 8, and we've got a megastar in the house, Nam Kumar. I'm so excited. I've read her chapter a couple of times, and let me tell you, actually, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to get Nam to do that because it's all I want to say is she's a courageous, strong woman who's taken on responsibility, a huge amount of responsibilities at an early age. And I'm going to introduce Jay Cornell because none of this would have been possible without her. Jay, welcome, and how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me, Dre. This is just such a wonderful series that we're doing, and the authors of the book have just been amazing and really true and sharing their stories. It's just been a blessing.
Yeah, it's a special thing. So we appreciate you. All right, I think it's about that time. Let's get Nam out here. Hey
Hello,
Nam, hello, how are you?
very well, very well. I'm very pleased to be here, grateful to be part of this journey with all my wonderful co authors. And so, to tell a little bit about myself, I'm Nam Kumar. I'm the founder of Inner Peace Hub. In Inner Peace Hub, it's a training academy where I specifically focus on moms and kids, teaching classes on mindfulness, yoga, and meditation for moms and children. I started this based on my own journey of becoming a mother of twin and taking my healing in my own hand. Once I had my children, I felt incredibly uh, the need to be a better person, to be an emotionally balanced role model for my children. And that's what started my journey of mindfulness and healing and meditation and doing my studies in that and eventually becoming a teacher and coach in the same area. Um, so now, overview of my chapter is about sharing my story of why I'm doing what I'm doing and what led me to this point, especially. So, my journey started when I was 10 years old, when my whole world came crashing down, when my entire family met with a road accident, and I lost my mom on the spot, and my dad became a quadriplegic after 3 years in the hospital, and my siblings and I also had losses. Like my sister lost an eye, I had a fracture, and I stayed in the hospital for about 3 months. And you know, my entire family was shattered, and we were kind of orphaned in just in 1 second, and had to go and live with the kind because of the kindness of my relatives who took us in. And I grew up with them for 5 years, and then after that, when I was old enough, like 15 years old, I was on my own to sort out my life, and I did the best I can with the knowledge and the resources I had. But one thing I promised myself was to get my education and pull myself out of my situation. I think that drive came through not because of my intelligence. I truly believe it was divine intervention. When it was your rock bottoms, there's something that guides you from within. And I didn't know much about it, I didn't understand it. I was just responding to the situations and just doing the motions of my life, and kept fighting till a point where my life got comfortable and I got everything that I was running after. And that's when everything came crashing down. I had to deal with myself. Everything that I'd numbed and I chose to run away from, I had to deal with. And I was just 30 at that time. And I didn't understand. I thought, I did all the right things. And why am I not happy? Why am I having all these health problems? That led me on this journey to go within and not stop running from myself. Go within, face my demons, face my trauma, and do everything I can to heal myself. And eventually, when I had my children, part of my journey is also infertility because of the trauma. So I share in my chapter a quick, the short version of my the story, but my main intention was to say that there's always brightness waiting for you if you're looking for it, if you believe that there is a possibility, no matter how odd your situation is. That's the whole intention of sharing the story. um, Doing this chapter along with a bunch of other strong women has been an amazing way to know that it's not just my life. When you go through difficulty in life, it can be a painful process where you think, why me? Why? What have I done wrong? And be in that victim mindset and think that it's only you who's having hardship in life. But it's incredible when women who have gone through different kind of challenges, um, you realize that you've been blessed in many areas compared to others. When you think that you've had it all, in not fair, but when you listen to other people's story, you tend to be grateful for many things, many blessings you've had. At the same time, be empowered and also inspire other people, because the incredible process of writing became, I wanted to write. I wanted to, tell my story. I wanted to share my message with the world. That's why I chose to become a teacher, doing this kind of work. And writing a book is a powerful process of reaching out to a lot of people once you tell your story one time. So it was always in my bucket list to do it one day. And when this opportunity came up through, Dre was my Facebook friend, and I saw that, and I thought, again, divine intervention. Maybe it's a time, because I was not at all ready. I have moved to cities in the last 2 years with my family, trying to put my kids into different school. And we moved from Melbourne to Gold Coast and Gold Coast to Brisbane this year. It's been incredibly overwhelming personally, uprooting 2 different times. So writing a book was definitely not the right time, if I think from my mind. But I think it's I trusted my heart with when something came up. It's like, again, divine, and maybe I needed to do this. So I didn't think too much. I just jumped into it. If I had thought, based on if I have the time and all that, definitely I wouldn't have done it. But somehow I just took the plunge immediately. And sometimes we take those plunges without thinking, and that becomes one of the good decisions you make in your life. So this was one of those. And writing the book in a structured, where Jay brought us all together and gave a structure on how to put our thoughts into words in a structured way. We can all tell our stories, but saying it in a way that uh, people can relate to it quickly and easily is something in itself. So having that structure really helped me do it amidst everything I'm doing, in my life right now. So I really enjoyed being part of this, learning from other people, knowing other women who have overcome incredible odds, and also sharing my story where I might be inspiring without my own knowledge. Because what I realized in this whole journey of teaching yoga and meditation and mindfulness and yoga philosophy is like, I just show up to the class as a teacher, and I just go through the motions of what I need to say and what I think is the best impact for the students. But you just do your best. You really don't know what's going to impact whom when. But I always get feedbacks from students saying, this thing you said, or this thing that we discussed had the major impact on me. That was very powerful for me, and I never thought about it. I did not intend to do it, and but then it was powerful for someone else. So I'm hoping that that's what my story can do. I have shared it from my heart, and all the incredible women in this journey have done the same thing. It has been impactful for me, and My wish is that it impacts a lot of people. Uh, the way I'm not expecting it should impact in this way. I just want it to miraculously happen the way I have witnessed in my classes. So I'm grateful to Jay and Dre and all the beautiful women in this journey to be part of it and to have me also come along with them.
Nam are beautifully, beautifully like said. And I've got goosebumps, I've got chills, got chills. Towards the end of your chapter, you've got a few tips. I don't want you to give all of them away because we want people to, to jump on and read the book. You've got some great tips here. One about surrendering, one about healing through, God, the universe, a higher intelligence. Also, when life throws you curveballs, and how you handle that. Are you able to share one tip, with us?
Yes. So we when we go through things, or the biggest collective intelligence is that you work hard. When you have a problem, you go and do something about it. You just do something about it. That's our immediate instincts as humans, and that's what I did. Right, when I had all these odd situations, I thought I need to work hard. I need to get an education to get a good job, make my career so I can stand myself and I solve my problems. So I just checked the box, and I had a plan, and I worked at it, and I checked the boxes. And then you spend your energy and time and effort doing that plan, and at the end you realize that there's something missing despite doing checking all these boxes. That big question mark where I have checked the boxes but something is missing dawned upon me when I had checked all the boxes. And then I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So I'm wondering what's missing. And I did not understand. Only when I started learning about spirituality and getting in touch with your heart and having a balance of your mind and heart and soul, and learning about all of these things, I realized there's a big missing piece. And that missing piece is not taught in school. It's not common knowledge. It's not common conversations. It is something behind. It's elusive. It's not. So it became, I, when I actually finally had the opportunity to learn it and understand the missing piece, I thought, why didn't I have this when I was 10 years old? I didn't have to run around in circles. I could have saved a lot of time, effort, my health, and still had everything. I worked hard and got it. Like, I hard work is important, but the soft work that we don't know how to do is so important. And I was wondering, why wasn't privy to this knowledge before? So that became a driving force for me, that I want to teach this to kids when they're little, empower them with this knowledge, so when they grow up they don't have to learn it the hard way. This is just, maybe that's my purpose. Maybe that's why I had to go through this journey, and then um, share this. So that's so the tips in my chapter is like, go within. To first go within, we always think that you get all your creature comforts, material success, and then one day you'll have time to be spiritual. One day you'll have time to pray and meditate and find God and find yourself. But that's actually not the best intelligent way. My message in my chapter is that to first conquer your inside, and outside becomes so easy and effortless. It is counterintuitive to common knowledge in our collective intelligence, and we need to change that. And the more of us share this, I hope one day it becomes the other way around, where we start learning all this in our curriculum. And yes, that's my journey, that's my dream. And that's what I've tried to share as tips in my chapter, saying my main mantra is like inner work first to win inside out with ease. So win
I've got
inside
that.
out with ease.
Got that highlighted. I love that.
Yes,
I love
yes.
that. Yeah. All right. Now, what's the best way to for people to get hold of you?
So my website name is called innerpeacehub.com, and you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Inner Peace Training at Inner Peace Training Hub on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook page, Inner Peace Hub, and Nam Kumar, Narmada Kumar. My website is innerpeacehub.com. So
Yeah, you are everywhere you need to be. So I absolutely love that.
yes.
And all right, just a couple more questions. What's on the horizon for 2024?
Very interesting question. 2024 is when I have feel like in the last 2 years of making huge changes. Like after 21 years in Melbourne, moving to sunny Queensland to Gold Coast, and then finally moving to Brisbane. Um, I did not have the time to really sit down and focus on my business as much as I had liked to, because I had to sort out my home and my children and things like that. I was doing my kids yoga class and uh, my classes on a much lesser amount, but focusing more on my personal life. 2024, I wish to restart again my mom's classes. The kids' classes will continue, my one on one will continue, and I hope to write another book this year. So I feel that I've got what I want to do as my work in a more structured way in my head in 2024, and I want to put that into practice by doing the things I need to do to bring that into life. So that's my wish for 2024.
Thank you for sharing, Nam. And last question before I hand over to Jay for final words, which is it must be something I said because Jay's gone. Her video's gone. So is there anything that you'd like to anyone that's listening, anyone that's tuned in, like watching right now, is there anything that you'd like to leave them with? Any final words?
Sorry, is that a question for me, Dre?
Yes, it was. Yeah, sorry. So do you have any
Right.
final words for the audience?
Final words. Final
Yeah.
words is do not complicate inner work or spirituality as something that is for others. It is. It's very much for each one of us, and every little effort that we make to find ourselves, to bring ourselves that self-care and the rest to be able to go within will pay in multiple times for us. It feels counterintuitive in a world of distraction and so many shining objects to prioritize this. It becomes more and more challenging when we have so many things that we can be spending our time with. But if we are able to prioritize this little time in our day to find who we are and to understand our emotions, we can live incredibly fulfilling lives, satisfying jobs, satisfying family life, satisfying health. Everything can come get aligned if we are able to align our mind, body, and spirit. So if we can just prioritize this a little bit in our day and spend a little bit of our time, effort, and money into grow in this area, it will show an impact in all other areas in our life. This is what I have found out, and this is my parting message for everyone who's watching. And for myself.
Love that.
I
And
have to
just
keep reminding myself
yeah.
too.
Yeah, thank you. What a beautiful way to end. And I just want to say a massive, ginormous, humongous, huge thank you to you for being part of the project, but also a big part of you for us to become a number one best-selling author in like 5 categories was
Yes.
because of you and the work that you did. So from the bottom of my heart, we appreciate that, and we've been able to build on. So we're going through the second book, and then there's going to be a third book. So from the bottom of both of our hearts, and for you being so open, vulnerable, courageous, and strong, we thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dre.
Nat.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming into my world and putting that post and making all this happen. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you.